So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Bridgewater to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And 4th down coming up.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And New York set to take the field.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Usually when we talk about concentration and catching the ball, it's about the receiver. In this case, it's the defender who had the great focus knocking it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
They'll set up a throw. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 60 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your... And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Paul Perkins taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And it's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming down. The other end.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater again. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison able to drop him for a loss of 4. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around him.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. Now, not play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And that's just an athletic defender making an athletic play.
Excellent read, too, by the defender. Noticed the route, jumped to the point, and knocked it away.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the front.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
The offense didn't pick up the first down there, but they're not going to go to the bench discouraged. They feel like they're starting to set the defense up a little bit, looking for the big play as this game progresses.
Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Wright's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver, 41 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Robinson able to drop him for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Olivier Vernon getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Bridgewater now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Third and long for Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go end around. Here's Treadwell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. Second down, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Bridgewater. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They start the drive with Peterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Deep drop. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. At their own 44-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Jennings. And he will lose yards. Brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A gain of 32 that time. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now they're in the hurry-up. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's complete to Diggs. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw.
Partner, always loved it when Coach Madden used to talk about the phrase, take what the defense gives you. Well, if you need 6 and they only give you 4, that doesn't help you. In this situation, they're giving you the middle of the field, but you need the sidelines. You have to know when to break the rules.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and ended up making a really nice play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It will.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the car. Straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Seahawks going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Perkins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They pitch to Perkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
They go with Perkins again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Second down following the incompletion. Toss it out to Perkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding time. And here the hookup good to Victor Cruz. A good pickup there at 22. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Again, they go to Perkins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And this is Shepard on the catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing is Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. Third down here. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And really, Charles, a great job by the defender there to get a hand on the pigskin.
Just as the ball arrived, the defender swatted it away.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw is Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've hit. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John. Why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, then you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He leaps over him. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw again is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devin Hester, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Returnable for Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Halfback sent in motion. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going up top. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Flex round. Here we go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Here's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 55 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Play action. Now Wilson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, this is Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fends him off. Being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And able to find Graham, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just